Welcome, everyone. I welcome you to this very evening tutorials or lectures or training, as the case may be, on the topic understanding artificial intelligence. Welcome everyone that is on this call and as many that will be listening to the recording after now. Today, we are diving into an exciting topic that is understanding artificial intelligence, or AI for short. First, it is important for us to recognize that AI is not just a buzzword, it is a transformative technology that has potential application across various fields. This cannot be overemphasized. The significance of AI is so much that we cannot overemphasize it. AI allows machines to replicate the way humans think and learn. This means we can now automate tasks that previously required human intelligence. Think about how this can impact industries like healthcare, like finance, and even our day-to-day life. So to even understand this concept, next, let's take a brief look at the evolution of AI. It is fascinating to see how far we have come since the theoretical idea of the 1950s, which means the concept of AI started since 1950. So it has long been a conceptual thing. So today we are witnessing practical application, all thanks to advancement in machine learning and deep learning. These are two various terminologies that is so important to AI that this course or training will not cover because they are a little bit advanced, talking about machine learning and deep learning. And AI leverage on these two are to be able to perform the task. Okay, so as we move forward, we explore exactly what AI is and the specific advancement that made AI a reality that we have today. Okay, so we're going to be going to the next slide, which have to do with the definition of AI. What is artificial intelligence? I believe so many of us already know this, but let's start with the foundation of our discussion as we are becoming. What is artificial intelligence? That is AI. It stands for artificial intelligence, like we know, A and I, artificial intelligence, or artificial intelligence. Please pardon my pronunciation. Artificial intelligence. It is a fascinating field that we all will start seeing as we delve into it. It's a field that is very wide and at the same time very fascinating. It refers to the capacity of machine to be able to mimic human. That is, we're defining AI now. That the capacity of machines, robotic being, to be able to mimic human intelligence. So that is why their intelligence is artificial, because they are mimicking human intelligence. So this means they can think, they can learn, they can perform tasks much like we do. That is much like we do as humans. So imagine how this technology enables everything from simple tasks like voice recognition that we have in our phone. Almost every one of us knows that. To more complex functions like driving a car, self-driving cars, automated robots, cleaning machines, washing machines that are all prone to what voice command in general. So as we move forward, keep in mind that AI is not just a concept. It has evolved significantly over the years. And today, we will explore its journey and what application. So the next slide will take us to what the evolution of AI is all about. The evolution of AI. As we dive into the evolution of AI, let's take a moment to appreciate how far we've come. AI has really transformed from just theoretical concept back in the 1950s to becoming a part of our daily lives today. The marketplace or the marketable journey has been fueled by significant advancement in areas like machine learning and deep learning, which is a word I've mentioned before. So we're going to be seeing this regularly coming up, but they are very strong concepts and advance that AI banked on. Machine learning and what? Deep learning. One, increased capability. That is, the capability of AI systems have expanded tremendously, allowing them to perform tasks we once thought were exclusive to humans. Two, practical applications. From healthcare to finance, AI is now embedded in various industries, helping us make informed decisions and improve efficiency. Number three, continuous learning. The evolution does not stop here. AI continues to learn, adapt, shaping the future of technology. Continue to learn, adapt, and to shaping the future of technology. This evolution set the stage for our next discussion on the type of artificial intelligence or artificial intelligence that we have today in our world. Excuse me. So now let's explore the different type of artificial intelligence. First, we have the narrow AI. This is the most common type we encounter today. It is designed to perform simple tasks like recommending a movie or recognizing faces or facial recognition in photos on our phone, and so on and so forth. Next, there is what we call the general AI. Imagine a machine that can perform an intellectual task that a human can. While this still largely theoretical, it represents the goal of many AI researchers. Finally, we have what we call the super intelligent AI. This type will surpass human intelligence. Imagine that. Okay? Potentially solving complex problems far beyond our current capabilities. And this is still futuristic. It is something that is still in the pipeline. And it is something that will eventually be super intelligent AI. So we'll see that what we have today that is predominantly with us is the narrow AI, which is what we have today predominantly, which things like ChatGPT, like I said, facial recognition on our phone, thumbprint recognition, scanning, voice recognition, and so on and so forth. These are just narrow AI. We've not really gotten to what AI have in the future when we start talking about super intelligent what AI. So as of now, we predominantly rely on narrow AI, like I've just said. This laid the foundation for understanding the broader implication of what AI will look like in the near future. I begin to imagine 10 years from now, how will we actually look like? And or perhaps our children's children, the kind of life they will live, just like our great-great-grandfathers never imagined the kind of life we are living today. They only heard about it and they never thought it would be possible. But today, to us, it's a reality. So our children's children, even in the life of our children, let's even leave our children's children out of it. So there is a lot of things that's going to happen that we are not also seeing, or we are thinking that it's not going to be possible today in our world. Okay, so we're going to dive into how AI works. Each three words application, which will be our next drive. Okay, that is what we call the mechanics of AI, as the case may be. Okay, so we are diving deeper into the mechanics of AI, and AI operates by processing vast amount of data, which we cannot overemphasize. Vast amount of data. It learns patterns through sophisticated algorithm and makes decisions based on this identified pattern. This is the foundation of how AI actually works. So think of it as teaching a child, I'm trying to explain now. think of it as teaching a child to recognize different objects. Initially, I think every one of us on this call, or if not every one of us, we are parents. So we undergo this process trying to teach our children how to recognize some certain things or say some certain words over time. And our children actually learn from us. This is actually what we mean by machine learning. The more they stay with us, they see us talk, they begin to mimic what we say. So the same thing this machine does, they learn from us, you know. So we think of it this way. A child that is trying to recognize different objects. Initially, they may not understand the difference, but with exposure and examples, they start to learn and make decisions on their own, and especially as they grow in age. So this is also what happens with artificial intelligence. So in essence, AI mimic this learning process, but at a much larger scale and speed. So this is where we're going to be diving deeper into for us to really understand how this works. So next, we're going to explore how these mechanics translate into real-world application. And that will take us to our next slide, when we talk about real-world application. As we dive into the real-world application of AI, it is fascinating to see how it's transforming various sectors. First, in healthcare, we may have people in medical field on this call that you know that in healthcare, there's already a revolution in the art of AI. AI plays a crucial role in improving diagnostics. It helps doctors to analyze patient data more accurately and swiftly. So imagine the possibility of a timely intervention and improved patient outcome. So all these are perfect application or real-world application of AI. So apart from in the medical field, next, it can also be in the area of finance, the financial sector or the finance sector. AI is a game changer for fraud detection. By analyzing patterns and behavior, it can flag suspicious activities much faster than human ever could. This not only protects consumers, but also builds trust in the financial system, which is why you and I today, we have some certain levels on the bank, because we know that they are applying sophisticated equipment to keep our money safe and to run their activities. Then there is the transportation industry, where AI is paving the way for autonomous vehicles, self-driving cars. So this smart system promises to enhance road safety and efficiency. We have them also, which make them more efficient than human in terms of, So finally, we can say in consumer service as well, AI is revolutionizing interaction with the advent of chatbots that provide immediate assistance, freeing up human agents for more complex queries. Sometimes we interact with customer care service, sometimes even via phone call, and we think we are talking to a human. Most of them are chatbots that have been programmed or designed to take care of some immediate challenges that have to do with what you are calling for, and humans are allowed to have time for more other complex issues, until when you get to a point whereby the AI may no longer, according to the program or set of instruction given, may no longer continue, then the AI will certainly hand over you to a real human agent. But most of the time, 80 to 90% of the time, the AI can actually solve your challenges on most of these platforms. So as we see, AI is not just a concept for the future, it is actively shaping our present life across all levels. So in all different fields of life, there is hardly nowhere AI is not being applicable. So let's see to the next slide, which have to do with the advantages of AI. This cannot be overemphasized. As we dive into these advantages of AI, let's first acknowledge the incredible potential it holds for our daily lives and industry. First, AI significantly increases efficiency. by automating routine tasks, it frees up valuable time for us to focus on more strategic initiatives, have time for our children, have time for fun, have time for other things. So imagine how much more we could accomplish when we have AI handling our jobs that we will normally spend hours to do, and we now have such hours to play and to do other things or to intimate with our family. So next is that it enhances our ability to analyze data. With AI's capability to process vast amounts of information quickly, we can extract insights that were previously hidden from us. And this is also one of the advantage. Finally, not the very last anyway, AI enables us to solve complex problems, whether in healthcare or environmental issue. AI can provide solutions that are beyond human capacity to compute effectively. So these are the realities today in our world. So we must understand that no matter how we think we are smart, we actually need AI to be smarter. Despite that, the intelligence of the AI is being organized or programmed by man, and that is why we call it artificial, because it's not original. But yet, they have come to keep us so reliable in doing most of our tasks without challenges. So we are going to keep these advantages in mind as we transition into discussing the challenges and risks associated with AI, because everything that has an advantage also has its disadvantages. So let's take a look at what the challenges of AI are. So as we explore the challenges and the risk of AI, it is important to recognize that these issues are significant and deserve our attention. First, we're going to talk about the ethical concern, because in every profession, there is what we call ethical rules that governs you, that guides you. So also in the world of AI, there is need for ethical concern. AI has the power to influence decisions in ways we might not fully understand or control. So raising questions about fairness and accountability. So we are also going to have the risk of job displacement. That is to say, another disadvantage or risk of AI, the risk of what? Job displacement. Automation may enhance efficiency, but it can also lead to uncertainty for workers. So we must consider how we can support those affected by these changes. But I sometimes have a different view from this, because I of the opinion that AI may not actually take away job from human, but rather those humans with AI skill are much more likely to be more viable, more employable, more sought after in the labor market. So those without AI skill may just be behind. So therefore, the ability for us to be displaced in our place of work is not really a function of AI, but rather it's a function of how we choose to approach this AI. Are we going to learn it, or are we going to remain the way we are because we have studied a particular course in school and we have the theoretical knowledge and practical skill to do it, whereas there is another application that can help us do this thing faster. So in my opinion, I believe that those with AI skill, in addition with their certificate and skill that acquire from school, will be more sought after. We do better. We have the possibility of taking over the job from those without AI skill. So it is in our hands to do the needful. Like somebody will say that gun don't kill people. It took me time to understand what that statement really means. I said, what do you mean? How do you mean that gun don't kill people? Of course, it's true. Gun don't kill people. People kill people with the gun. So you understand me? So AI will not take away job from human, but humans who refuse to learn AI is sorry for their own self in their profession. So this is how I see that. So another area we can also look like is that there are privacy issues as well. As AI system collect and analyze vast amount of data, which sometimes are personal data, our photos, our images, and so on and so forth. So safeguarding personal information becomes more critical than ever. So this is another major concern. So these challenges remind us that while AI offers incredible potentials, we must also navigate this risk, which means there must be restriction or some kind of a level or extent to which we really expose ourselves to this machine. So we're going to thoughtfully look into this. So while we keep this point that we've just analyzed in mind, as we move forward to discuss the future of AI, which will now take us to the what? To our next slide, talking about the future of AI. As we look to the future of artificial intelligence, let's explore the exciting possibilities that lies ahead. First, we see advancement in healthcare. Imagine AI systems that can assist doctors in diagnosing disease earlier and more accurately. This could lead to better patient outcome and more efficient healthcare service in saving lives. Also, let's consider the development of smart cities. AI has the potential to optimize traffic flow, reduce energy consumption, and improve public safety, making urban living more sustainable and enjoyable. Today, we have cameras that we can fix in our houses, and we can be in Africa, we can be in anywhere in Europe. I want to know what is going on in your house. Just from your phone, you will be able to see everything. All these are possibilities of AI. We have intelligent traffic light, well-structured electronic highways, and so on and so forth. So the future of artificial intelligence cannot be overemphasized. So another area we can also look at is that in creative industries, AI can collaborate with artists, writers, enhancing creativity while also posing new questions about authorship and originality. Like I'm presently writing an ebook. I'm using AI, using ChatGPT to write that ebook. So I got to a point that the issue of authorship was a concern, and I needed to write what do they call it? What is it called? I think the name just escaped me now. So there was the need, a copyright law. So I now pause at a point and say, I'm going to put a copyright law on this thing. Am I going to be fair actually to the system itself? I said, because this is not 100% my idea. The idea that I use in generating this book is from ChatGPT or ChatGPT. Okay, sometimes we miss this one when we are pronouncing it. So I now also questions the ChatGPT, so that if I should take a complete ownership of it, don't you think I will also have legal issue? Of course, ChatGPT was able to give me the breakdown that of course I will have legal issues. But for me not to have legal issues, I can take ownership of it, because according to the law and policy of ChatGPT, that anything you use it to do, you can take ownership of it, but you have to reference or let people know that ChatGPT was a very major source that you use generating it. And by so doing, you are not going to be legally liable. So the issue of what authorship and originality is also another concern. So this area not only showcase the potential of AI, but also highlight the importance of making sure these advancements are ethical and beneficial to everyone. So while we keep this conversation in mind, as we are going, we will move into our conclusion stage on the issue that have to do with AI. Conclusion and call to action. We'll discover that as we reach the conclusion of our discussion tonight on artificial intelligence, we are going to take a moment to reflect on this transformative power. AI is not just a tool, it is evolving rapidly and reshaping our world. And this we all know. So understanding its impact is essential. We must engage in ethical discussion so we can steer the future of AI towards a positive direction that benefits everyone. So I encourage each and every one of you to think critically about how AI affects your lives and community, because our engagement is key to ensuring that AI serves humanity not the other way around. Therefore, now it's time for you or for your question. It is time for you to ask yourself some certain questions and to begin to act in like direction to make sure that we are taking this issue of AI as a very serious issue, that we will take time to learn these skills to be able to enhance ourselves in any way. Okay, so we are just at the very end of this presentation. We're going to be giving room for us to ask questions. It's just a presentation that is short, introducing us to what AI is all about. So I invite you to ask anything you are curious about. Also, I would love you to join our community for ongoing discussion and regular updates. So as you can see, you can scan this QR code, and once you do that, you will be in our community. You can join. It's a community whereby we share updates. We talk about AI. People have direct access to me to ask questions on issues that are bothering them around the AI or whatever we have taught as regards the topic that have to do with AI. And today, to generate this QR code is as easy as popcorn. In some years back, it was a very big thing to so many of us. But with just a single click, you can actually generate this. And I use AI in doing it as well. So go ahead, join our community. We welcome you. Scan the QR code and you'll be with us. So this question aspect, I may not record it for the purpose of making the video shorter. So I will be taking your question off record. So thank you very, very much for being with us tonight. As I take your questions, let me put the recording to an end. Thank you, and God bless you.